A few months after my 17th birthday, I found myself walking down the road from my parents' house with my belongings in a few plastic carrier bags and both my parents walking along behind me, both crying. I'd never seen my dad cry before, and I wasn't to see my mother for another 27 years. Hi, my name's Graham Frost, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story in the hope that it will help you to make some better decisions. What made me decide to leave my parents' house at the age of 17 and go off into the world on my own? Well, I was born into a fundamentalist Christian cult, and from a very early age I wasn't allowed to have friends outside of the church or my immediate family. It was very restrictive at school. I had to stand out of assembly, and I felt different to everybody else, when all I really wanted to be was the same. As I grew up, things got more controlled and restricted. I can remember a situation where I used to walk to school with a little girl, and she once invited me round to her house for tea, and I couldn't go because my family wouldn't allow it. She didn't want to speak to me anymore. That's just one instance from my life. So I decided at the age of 17 that I had to have the life that I wanted to have for myself. I didn't even know what that was, but I knew it wasn't what I was going through at the time. I knew I had to make that massive decision to leave. And so, what decisions are you making in your life right now? You may be 16, 17, 18. And how are those decisions going to affect the rest of your life? Who are you spending time with? Are you spending time with people who build you up, or are you spending time with people who bring you down? Who are your role models? Who do you actually want to be like? One of the reasons why I left my family and my church behind was because there weren't any people in that whole religion, in the whole community I was part of. There was nobody there who I really wanted to be like, and I thought, I didn't know what I wanted, but I knew I didn't want what I was in. And who are your positive role models? Who are you looking up to? Who do you want to be like? Who really inspires you deep down? Because I had no inspiration in my life when I was 17, and I had to go off into the world myself personally. I had to go off into the world in search of that inspiration. And I have found it over the years. I've been inspired by other people. So think about the decisions you're making today. Think about the decisions you're making this week, next month, because those decisions are going to have an impact on the rest of your life. So make sure that you are making the right decisions for you for the rest of your life right now.